What is going on to you Capricorns? So you Capricorns, well, let me go ahead and lay out the last 5 cards here. I be forgetting sometimes that I'm actually doing 15 and not 10. But a lot of you Capricorns, based upon the cards it is that I'm seeing, a lot of y'all are going to really like this video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which it has all the ways for you to financially support me so I can most definitely keep the show going. Make sure that this video gets 100 likes. That's how it is that we get ourselves up in the algorithm. And that will also really help me out too. It'll draw subscribers. Anyway, for you Capricorns, you have the Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Pentacles. We got a lot to talk about. We got 15 cards instead of 10. So we got to, So the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles represents your mentality about a lot of things. And the Five of Pentacles on top of it. A lot of you Capricorns have a brand new mentality about a lot of things. And what I mean when I say you have a brand new mentality, I mean it's deeper than that. It's way more than what it is that most people think. It's about you Capricorns learning how to take care of yourselves. I just see that a lot of you are not so caught up with the need to impress other people, to try to get other people, right, to rock with you, right? Five of Pentacles, right? Walking away, not really being so caught up with what other people want from you and what their desires are, and you're less at the mercy of other people's tactics and games that they play, right? So, and the reason why is because a lot more of you Capricorns are taking care of yourselves, like it is that I said before. You have the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles. Excuse me, the Page of Pentacles, excuse me. So the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles, right? Look at it. Self-love and it being a magical time. And the Page of Pentacles is about you treating yourself and really learning how to take care of yourself way better, even more, or adding another notch to your belt in a way to be able to better take care of yourself. Because a lot of you Capricorns may not have necessarily felt like over the past couple of months that you've been taking care of yourselves well enough. And what I mean by that is making sure that you're mentally good, right? As far as, and I'm not saying that y'all have a real serious problem. I'm saying that you Capricorns are in a position where you've been so steadily worried about other people to the point where you Capricorns haven't really had any kind of time to really think about how it is that you're going to make yourselves happy. And right now is a time where you Capricorns are taking your time, right? Being patient. And you're actually relearning how to, you know what? You're going to start doing things for yourselves. Which is beautiful. The Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands. These two cards right here represent how you Capricorns really are in a situation where what you've got going on is you Capricorns very much so. You do want to essentially associate yourselves with friends or close associates, right? So you want to be able to get back on out there, begin to socialize and actually enjoy your time and enjoy the life that you have. But the Ace of Wands represents, it's like a quick fix in the sense that a lot of you Capricorns are learning to kind of give yourself like a little tweak. And what I mean by that is a little adjustment, a slight adjustment on your way towards making yourselves better, or overall making yourselves better. And the adjustment that a lot of you Capricorns you want to take is you Capricorns want to remember to take care of yourselves and enjoy your life, and stop trying to make even like interactions with other people a job interview or about business. You can be business minded, but this is the thing that a lot of you Capricorns should really learn, right? Love is not transactional. Most people use love as transactional, but the people who think of love or relationships and families as transactional they're for the streets, so to speak, right? They're for the streets. So because of the fact that those people, because of the fact that those people are really for the streets, you Capricorns really have to understand, I'm really being nice when it is that I say that they're for the streets. I'm being nice. And what I mean when I say I'm being nice is that they don't have any allegiance to anybody. So if someone is going to be transactional with you, that's not something that you should be with, hang around, kick it with, none of that type of stuff. You should leave them alone. And the Ace of Wands represents you have to learn how to choose wisely, like it is that I said before. Don't just take things for face value where a person shows up and it seems like this person is so great. No, question them a little bit deeper than that, right? Try to question them. Ask the correct questions. What do they do, right? What are they like? Pay attention to how they move, right? Pay attention. That's another thing too that I was learning too. Pay attention to how they move online, because people are weirdos online. You got a lot of people who, you talking in DMs and stuff like this, and like they just go missing. They put down the phone, you'll be talking to somebody and it's like they won't be doing anything because they talking to you, right? So obviously they have to essentially spend time to talk to you. And it's like they won't inform you, hey, I'm actually at work. Hey, I'm actually busy right now. I'm actually doing something out in the world. I'm not lying. I'm not capping. I'm not BSing. I really am keeping it 100 with you, right? But then, right, those people I respect, right? Because at least they keeping it 100, right? Or there's more of a chance, I should say, more accurately, that they're keeping it really honest and they're transparent. But like people who just don't say anything and just, you know what I mean? Like you're talking to them, they hard to talk back, they're taking forever. It's like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a weirdo, Factually, you're a weirdo because you're an adult. If you have something to say, all it is that you need to say is, hey, you have something to say. This blowing people off type stuff, you know what it says to me? You know what it should say to you Capricorns? It should say that this person, number one, they are awful at communication. So you can't be in a relationship with somebody who has a whole internet persona. And I'm gonna start to dive into that and start to give up more of the game on that as well, right? The whole ideology of like having an internet persona. Having an internet persona and being this grandiose person on the internet and all this other type of stuff and being fly and flashy and trying to floss and all this other type of stuff, that type of stuff is played out. Because the more you show people you got them racks and you doing it for the camera and all this other type of nonsense, that's going to make a person a target when they do that. So this is what I mean when I say that whole persona is whack. Just be yourself and let the pictures speak for themselves and let, you know what I mean? It needs to be really authentic. It can't be staged. It needs to really be authentic. You know what I mean? Like for instance, it really does need to be authentic. I have a Game Boy Advance. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm an actual gamer in real life. Why do I gotta lie? But then when I post it up on my Instagram, it's real. I actually own this Game Boy Advance. So I ain't gotta front and play like I'm trying to flash and no. So you Capricorns have to look for people who are authentic and don't just listen to what it is that they have to say, but watch how they move. Watch how they move on social media too. Social media tells you a lot about another person because what kind of approach or how do they come off to the masses, to people in essence that they don't really know like that could potentially get to know them, right? What is their image that they want to spread out there to the world? Because this is the World Wide Web. The whole world sees their image, right? So what are they taking the time to show people? What is the image that they are trying to build? Is their image based upon truth, or is their image based upon, look, I'm flashy, I'm trying to stunt, I don't really have any kind of real purpose or anything like that to what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to stunt for the gram and act like I'm the hardest person in the world. The Sun card and the Death card represents that. This is backing up what I'm talking about. The Sun card, you know what the Sun card and the Death card here means in this reading? This means you Capricorns having to pay attention to those things, like I was talking about, because the Sun card represents the spotlight, where the attention is going, where the awareness is going. And the Death card represents putting an end to those things. So not only within yourself, but changes have to, when you make a change internally, externally, changes need to be made too. Not just to your own personal image, but to also your surroundings as well, if the condition is your surroundings are trash. So in other words, if you Capricorns know you're hanging around people that will cause you stress, whether it's romantically or not, you need to get away from them, because you're going to be stressed out too. You cannot say internally you have made a real change, but externally you have not. Externally is nothing, or external things are right when you are making your changes and you have motion. You're moving up in the world, right? You're doing things that are great, not just good, but great. You have to be in a position to do that. And how you Capricorns do that is you Capricorns have to actually change and tweak elements of your life. You have to make lifestyle changes. So now you have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's where the gem is. That's where the jewels are. That's where the value is. The value is in your own internal value, your spirituality or your compass, your health, your family, okay, your appearance, meaning how you look externally, okay, your appearance. Is your skin okay? Your hair okay? Your teeth okay? What's going on? Are they white? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Like what, you know what I mean? Like, are you taking care of yourself, right? Not just internally, the vitamins and stuff like this and working out, but how does all of that exercise reflect? Does it reflect what you want to look like? Are you wearing the clothes that you want to wear? And dwelling, which is internally as well, as far as if your body is healthy, right, and your mind is healthy. But dwelling also represents your residence. Is your space okay? Is your space good? How is your home? What is going on with you? Is your home clean as well? And that's what I mean when I say the internal values are more important than the external values. They are more important because the internal values, those 5, spirituality, health, family, people that, i.e. the people that you are connected to, your heritage, your bloodline, all of that type of stuff, Capricorn. And Capricorn is about bloodline, inheritance, and all of that you want to pass on to your offspring. Then you have, like I said, appearance, dwelling. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to all of those things and cut off anybody that's wasting your time. This is all a matter of internal values, health. The world in the Tower now represents how, well, the world is Capricorn, so you showed up in your own reading. And the Tower represents brand new sudden events. You Capricorns are all of this health and advancement in your own health, and great things are going to start to show up and come in like a whirlwind quickly out of nowhere, because you started taking care of yourself. And that's how things work. When you start taking care of yourselves, that's when a lot of great things start to happen to you, because and I've been telling y'all, selfishness comes before selflessness. You have to have a good mix of the two. Too selfish, that creates a problem. Too selfless, that creates a problem for you. If you're too selfless and you're giving to other people will take advantage of you, Capricorn. You're too selfish, other people won't like you because they are trying to offer something to you, or to get you to understand that relationships are made because both sides have to make sacrifices, or both sides have to make sacrifices. But that personal, selfish, overly selfish sacrifice is actually for a greater good. Too selfish, you won't get the relationship that you want. So you have to find a good mix for you, whichever one it is. I am beginning to understand more upon personal reflection what my own personal mix is, what my own personal mix of selfishness and selflessness is, right? Once again, I'm not trying to save people. You know, when people come to me, can't have that. What do you Capricorns represent, right? So the thing is that the Four of Swords now represents you Capricorns, and put to sleep any type of situation where you have people that are asking too much of you. The Seven of Cups and the Devil, wow, you got both major arcana, okay? The Devil represents Capricorn as well. What is my dog wilding out for? Oh, I'll go check on her after. There's nothing wrong with the dog. Dog's just excited. But the Seven of Cups and the Devil now represents how that's one of the things that's going to differentiate you Capricorns from other people, because it shows how it is that other people have a bunch of other options, and no matter how many options they truly have, it will never work out the way that they wanted it. It'll never work out the way that they intended it to work out. You know why it'll never work out? It'll never work out because they're not mixing that selflessness and selfishness the way that you're mixing it to your correct amount that works for you, right? And what I mean by that is there's the exes that come back, and you're going to know why. But the exes that come back, they're still on some overly selfish type stuff. And the reason why it is I'm saying that, I'm skipping over one card. You Capricorns have the Six of Cups. Exes are coming back. People that you used to have some sort of romantic interest in, they're coming back. And what I mean by that is you Capricorns have to understand, right? Because the card that I'm skipping over is the Judgment. Let me just go ahead and show you. They're still on their exes. You should not even think about or try to get back with them. I don't suggest. You can do whatever you want to do at the end of the day. But what I suggest you Capricorns do is don't even worry your heads up about it, because you know why? The exes are still on the same type of selfishness the way that they were. Because the Seven of Cups, they have all these options. But why is it that they're coming back to you Capricorns if they have all these options? And then you have the Devil and the Judgment. They're still trying to act like they stuck up, or they're bougie, or they're flyer, or they're better than you, right? It's this over competition when you Capricorns are actually better than them, because you don't have, a lot of you Capricorns are starting to, that window of dysfunction that a lot of you have, or a lot of the holes, right? The holes or the areas of dysfunction that you have is starting to actually close to where what you have is flaws. That just comes with everybody. It's not anything too major, small, minuscule. You can essentially, when you have developed enough, overlook those things, right? Flaws. Everybody has flaws of their own, right? Uniquely to them. But I'm talking about that window of dysfunction. You know, you Capricorns thinking that everything is a job, opportunity, or a career, including love. That type of stuff for you Capricorns, where your minds and your hearts are in the correct place. That dysfunction starting to close. So now it's you're actually better than them because not only do they have dysfunctions, but they still haven't closed any of their dysfunctions yet. So let's clarify the Six of Cups. You have the World, Justice, Page of Wands, the Judgment, and the Eight of Wands. So the World, which you already have, represents Capricorn, right? To clarify the Six of Cups, I just see a lot of you Capricorns being like, nah. Because a lot of you are very much so gatekeeping your own happiness. A lot of you Capricorns right now, when this person comes back to you, you're going to be like, why are you back here? You don't want to be around them. You don't even want them around because you're way better without them. You're much better without them. You have way more happiness, way more content, because you're actually taking care of yourself, something that you should have done. And that it's time for you Capricorns to actually go and hang out with other people that will take care of themselves and you as you do the same thing for them. The Justice represents, and now they're getting what it is that, they work so hard for. They won't have you around. The Page of Wands, and this is the stupid part, because the Page of Wands, the Judgment, and the Eight of Wands represents they still want to be on some stupid stuff, but they want to come from the perspective of, oh, they're giving you Capricorns a second chance. Like, oh, word, they're giving you a second chance. It's Cap. If you Capricorns were to hang out with them, you Capricorns would be giving them a second chance because they can't stop making a jerk out of themselves. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let me see what else I wanted to say. Make sure that this video gets 100 likes like it is, I said before. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.